silent prayer.
我哋請大家低頭禱。
Amen.
Amen.
In the name of Lord Jesus, we continue with our learning. Let's sing a hymn 401.
主相信我哋開始我哋嘅繼續學習嘅時間，我哋同唱讚美詩401首。
Continue to guide us.
咁我哋要繼續嚟禱告，求神繼續嚟帶領我哋。我哋要同佢嚟禱告。
In the name of Lord Jesus Christ, I speak.
奉主聖名講話。
We are going to continue with our theme on not to have other gods.
咁我哋繼續嚟講呢個主題不可有別的神。
We know that this has been a great challenge in the history of the chosen people of God.
咁我哋知道呢個喺神嘅選民呢個嘅歷史之中呢個係一個極大嘅挑戰嚟㗎。
We also understand that for ourselves to guard against idolatry is an exercise that we must always do. 對我哋嚟講呢個不可拜偶像呢個事情亦都係我哋一件唔可以做嘅事情。 So meaning that we have to examine ourselves, often and to ensure that there is no trace of idol in the heart.
意思就係話我哋要你時常你去檢討我哋自己你去檢討我哋唔好有一些小呢啲嘅偶像嘅呢啲嘅象跡喺我哋嘅內面。
I want you to look at the passage on the Ten Commandments in Exodus.
咁我哋睇下呢個出埃及記嘅呢個嘅十誡嘅呢個嘅事情。
After God has told them it is Him who has brought them out of the house of bondage.
咁當神同佢哋講話係佢將佢哋從呢個捆綁之中嚟去 帶領出嚟噶。
Then God, gave them the 10 Commandments from chapter 20, verse 2 and verse 2 onwards.
咁跟住係從呢個20章第2節開始就神嚟頒布呢個世界俾佢
And the
哋。
first commandment we know that is you shall have no other gods before me.
咁第一個誡命就話除我以外你不可有別的神。
Now, it's like this commandment is repeated throughout the Old Testament scriptures.
咁呢一個誡命就係喺呢個舊約嘅呢個聖經裏邊係不斷緊嚟去重複緊提出嚟噶。
If you look at the second commandment,
咁如果睇下第二個誡命，
it is about not having any form of idols.
就係話我哋唔可以有任何嘅偶像噶。
Because God is the Lord God, their God, and He is a jealous God.
咁因為神就係佢哋嘅神，係一個忌邪嘅神。
So obviously He does not want His people to worship or to embrace any other gods.
所以因為咁嘅緣故，佢唔渴望佢嘅選民嚟去敬拜其他任何嘅神。
In a way, you find that the first and the second commandment are connected.
所以喺某一方面，呢第二條誡命佢哋係互相聯繫㗎。
If a person does not worship the one true God, it means that he will end up worshiping idols or other gods.
如果一個人佢唔去單獨敬拜呢個一個真神，佢就會嚟去敬拜其他嘅神。
Now we know that by looking at verse 4, you find that idols always involve a kind of image or something that a person can see.
咁你從第4節嗰度睇到呢啲偶像佢係喺某方面上有呢個形象人可以睇出嚟㗎。
Like here it says the people of God must not make for themselves a carved image.
呢度話呢啲神嘅選民唔可以為自己嚟雕刻呢啲嘅偶像。
Or must not worship any animals or the luminary bodies, the heavenly host.
或者唔可以敬拜任何嘅呢個嘅動物，或者呢個天上呢啲嘅物象嘅形象嘅。
And you find that in chapter 4 of Deuteronomy, this is again mentioned.
你發覺喺呢個申命記第4章嗰度呢個亦都重複提出嚟㗎。
Return to chapter 4.
我哋翻嚟個申命記嘅第4章。
Now we read from verse. We read from verse 12 here.
我哋從第12節睇㗎。
And the Lord spoke to you out of the midst of the fire. You heard the sound of the words, but saw no form. You only heard voice.
第12節話，耶和華從火焰中對你們說話，你們只聽見聲音，卻沒有看見形象。
Now why does God emphasize on this?
點解神強調呢一方面呢
？You only hear. You heard the sound of the word, but saw no form.
你只係聽見呢個嘅聲音説話嘅聲音，而你係冇看見任何嘅形象㗎。
Or we say no image.
或者係冇呢個樣呢個有形象嘅嘢㗎。
God is a spirit. Yeah?
神係一個靈。
So when we talk about worshiping God, we must connect our heart to God.
所以當我哋提到我哋敬拜神嘅時候，我哋必須將我哋嘅心聯繫喺神嗰度。
But we find that this is very difficult.
但係我發覺到呢一點係好難做得到㗎。
We always say is that how can we revere a spirit that we cannot see?
我哋好常話，我哋點樣嚟去敬拜一個呢個靈，我哋唔能夠睇見嘅靈呢
？You find that Satan is very smart.
你發覺呢個撒旦佢係好聰明㗎。
He uses different images to draw us to himself.
佢利用好多唔同嘅形象嚟去吸引我哋，嚟去親近佢嘅。
We can also see this in the book, for example, the book of Zechariah.
我哋可以喺呢個撒迦利亞書看見呢一點㗎。
Like idols speak delusion.
就好似呢啲嘅偶像，佢哋講呢個意象。
You say how can a piece of dead wood speak?
你一塊枯乾嘅呢個嘅木點可以嚟去講説話咧？
Actually, it's Satan behind it who speaks.
其實係呢個撒旦喺佢後面嚟去作工嚟去
This is
講
how
㗎。
Satan, draw people to himself.
呢個就係撒旦點樣嚟去用呢個方法嚟去吸引人去
But in the
接
book of
近佢。
Deuteronomy, God make it clear, God has no form. No form.
所以喺呢個申命記裏邊，神係好清楚提到呢件事情，神話係冇呢個形象嘅。
We read chapter 4, verse 15.
咁我睇下第4章嘅15節。
Verse 15.
15節。
Take careful heed to yourself, for you saw no form when the Lord spoke to you at Horeb, out of the midst of the fire.
15節，所以你們要分外謹慎，因為耶和華在何烈山從火中對你們說話的那日，你們沒有看見什麼形象。
This is like a repeat of what is mentioned in verse 12.
呢個就好似12節嘅一個重複一樣。
Because if the chosen people of God did not take heed.
如果係神嘅選民，佢哋唔謹慎㗎。
Or we said if they were not able to build up this connection with God.
或者佢哋唔能夠嚟去與神建立起呢種嘅聯繫㗎。
You'll find that verse 16 will be the consequence, will be the things that they would do.
你發現16節就係佢哋會做嘅事情啦。
Lest you act corruptly and make for yourself a carved image in the form of any figure, the likeness of male or female.
16節話唯恐你們敗壞自己，挑刻偶像，彷彿什麼男像女像。
Now you find that when a person is not connected with God's will.
你發覺當一個人佢冇聯繫與神聯繫好好嘅聯繫嘅時候。
So the passage here give us the understanding that then idolatry will begin to enter the hearts of the person.
你發覺呢個嘅偶像嘅呢個事情就會進入呢個人嘅心㗎。
You see that today, if our relationship with God is strong, is very good.
你睇到如果我哋今天同神呢種嘅關係係好堅固㗎。
Then we will not, worship any idols.
咁我哋就唔會
be it, visible or invisible.
咁我哋就唔會嚟去敬拜任何呢啲有形或者冇形嘅呢隻嘅偶像啦。
Actually, this is a very important reminder to us.
所以其實呢個係對我哋嚟講一個好好嘅提醒嚟㗎。
Today we may not worship any form of physical idols.
今天我哋或者唔會嚟去敬拜呢啲有形嘅偶像。
If we are very honest with ourselves.
如果我哋對我哋自己係誠懇㗎。
We find that we do have idols in the heart.
你會發覺我哋自己係會有呢個偶像喺我哋嘅心裏邊㗎。
We may question how is it that idols have come into our hearts.
咁你會問點解呢啲偶像會進入我哋嘅心裏邊呢？
Judging from here is because we have not built up a good relationship with God. We cannot feel God in life.
就從呢度我哋就可以睇到就話我哋冇同神去建立起呢個嘅親密嘅呢種嘅聯繫。
Because God is invisible, we cannot see Him.
因為神係我哋睇唔見㗎，我哋睇唔見佢㗎。
We know that when this relationship is not built up, in times of trouble, we will feel like we are at loss. We don't know what to do.
你發覺當我哋冇同神建立起呢個關係嘅時候，當我哋遇見困難嘅時候，我哋就會嚟去迷失啦。
Then obviously we will look for a form of reliance.
咁我哋就會嚟去依靠其他呢種嘅幫助啦。
We need how can I put it? Sometimes when we are in trouble, we need consolation.
有時候當我哋嚟去有困難嘅時候，我哋會尋求呢啲嘅安慰㗎。
We want someone to understand us or to help us.
我哋想
This is human nature.
人性就係話我哋需要人嘅呢種嘅幫助㗎。
So if we do not have this good relationship with this God who has no form.
如果我哋冇同呢個冇形象嘅神去建立好呢種嘅關係，
How can we trust in Him? We can't.
咁我哋點樣能夠嚟去依靠佢咧？我哋係冇可能依靠佢㗎。
Not possible.
呢個係冇可能㗎。
Now there's one other reason mentioned here.
咁另外喺呢度亦都提到另一個原因㗎。
I want you to read verse 19.
咁我哋睇下呢個19節㗎。
It's a continuation of the section on idolatry.
呢度亦都係監逢偶像嘅呢個嘅事情嚟㗎。
And he said, "Take heed lest you lift your eyes to heaven, and when you see the sun, the moon, the stars, all the hosts of heaven, You feel, here it says, you feel driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord your God has given to all the peoples under the whole heaven as a heritage.
第19節話：又恐怕你向天舉目觀看，見耶和華你的神為天下萬民所擺列的日月星，就是天上的萬象，自己便被勾引敬拜侍奉他。
The Chinese is very strong. Now young. Now young. It's like being seduced. Now young, seduced. When you look at the star, you are seduced by the star.
當我哋睇到呢個星嘅時候，佢就俾呢個星勾住啦。
But the English version said it's like there is an urge in you that drive you to worship.
個英文嘅意思係話你有呢種嘅渴望嚟去傾向，就好似俾佢哋去拉住佢咁樣。
It's very strange, you know. We need to understand here. God is talking to His people, His own people, yeah. It's not like Gentiles.
呢度我哋要明白到話，神係同佢嘅子民講㗎。
How can a child of God when he lifts up his head, I want to worship the Son.
咁一個神嘅呢個嘅兒女點會睇到星之後佢話我要嚟去敬拜呢個星呢？
How is it that he is driven?
點解佢會俾勾引佢呢
？So again, I think here it spells out something very important for us to understand.
呢個亦都係嚟係講出一啲好重要嘅事情，需要我哋去明白㗎。
We know that we are created with this how can I say this desire to worship God.
因為我哋係被創造有呢種嘅渴望呢種嘅心嚟去敬拜呢個神㗎。
So when we cannot see the true God.
所以當我哋冇嚟睇唔能夠睇見呢個真神嘅時候
，and we realize that whatever looks spectacular, awesome will become a form of idolatry to us.
咁我哋睇到呢啲大而可畏嘅呢啲嘅嘢嘅時候，我哋就被呢啲嘢吸引啦。
If you look at the people of the world today，
你睇下呢個現今呢個世人
，sometimes they worship like they not only idolize, they worship the footballers.
佢哋唔單止敬拜呢啲咁嘅有形嘅偶像，佢更敬拜呢啲，譬如話呢啲出名嘅人，呢啲足球員啦。
I said, this footballer is so good. He is from another planet.
哇！呢個足球員非常之好啊！佢係好似從第二個星球嚟。
Have you not read this in the paper? It's true, isn't it? I read it in the paper. That's what they said.
我係從呢報紙睇到嘅，你冇睇過咩
？Look at his dribbling skills, so good.
你睇下佢呢個踢呢個波嘅呢個技術幾好。
It's like a god,
好似神一樣。
It's true, it's like they are driven, to idolize, to worship.
佢哋被勾引嚟去
so-called great men
嚟去敬拜呢啲神所謂嘅呢個偉人嗰啲呢個嘅人啦。
Now when you look at it more deeply，
但係當我哋仔細嚟去睇深入嚟睇嘅時候
，for a child of God to behave in this way，
讓一個神嘅兒女嚟去有咁嘅呢個嘅行為。
It means that his heart is always empty。
意思就係話佢嘅心係時常都係虛空㗎。
It's so like it's so how can I say it? It's like the life is without meaning to him。
就好似對佢嚟講呢個人生好似冇乜意義一樣。
So when a person is empty, is feel this emptiness in himself。
所以當一個人嚟去覺得佢內心係虛空嘅
，he will be easily driven to worship idols。
佢就會好容易被吸引嚟去敬拜呢啲嘅偶像。
Because the heart needs to be satisfied, needs to be filled。
因為佢哋嘅心需要你去填滿，需要你去得到呢個滿足。
Again, if we look at the people of the world，
咁我哋再次睇下呢啲世人。
We said to ourselves, why do they do all these silly things？
點解佢哋會做呢啲更幼稚嘅事情呢
？Why do they get drunk all the time？
點解佢哋時常嚟去醉酒呢
？Why do they go dancing all the time？
點解佢哋時常去呢啲跳舞嘅咧
？Because there's this sense of emptiness in them。
因為佢哋內心係有呢種嘅虛空嘅。
They are driven to do all this, thinking that they may be satisfied。
佢哋被吸引嚟去做呢啲事情，盼望佢哋能夠得到呢種嘅滿足啦。
So you find that sometimes even ourselves, if we cannot be satisfied by God，
有時候我哋發覺到我哋自己若果唔能夠被神嚟去使我哋嚟去得到滿足嘅，
chances are that we will end up worshipping idols.
咁呢個嘅機會就係話好多時我哋會嚟去敬拜呢啲嘅偶像啦。
You know, so let's look at our life. I just give you some example. It's not exactly hypothetical, but I think to a certain extent it's true.
咁睇下我哋嘅生活，如果唔係完全係事實，但係到某一個程度，呢個係事實嚟㗎。
Sometimes we hear people say this.
有時候我哋聽有啲人咁樣講。
You know, because life can be difficult at times. You know, they are troubled. 人生係會遇着呢啲嘅困難㗎。 I'm talking about believers. Yeah.
咁我係同大家講我哋信徒。
Sometimes we cannot sleep. You know.
有時候我哋因為咁嘅緣故唔能夠去睡覺。
Because I cannot sleep, therefore, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning.
晚上1點都唔能夠睡覺。
So I go down and turn on the TV.
咁我就去樓下開個電視機。
You know, hoping that my heart can be quieted down.
盼望我嘅心靈能夠嚟去安靜下嚟。
But we also see that other brothers and sisters.
我哋亦都睇到其他嘅弟兄姊妹。
When they feel trouble.
當佢哋內心受煩嘅時候。
They will rise up from their bed and kneel down to pray.
佢哋會從佢哋嘅床上起嚟跪下嚟去禱告㗎。
You find that there is a big difference here.
咁你發覺佢哋呢度有一個好大嘅差別㗎。
Both of them are believers.
佢哋兩個都係信徒嚟㗎。
And yet you find that they behave very differently from one another in times of difficulties.
但係你發覺喺佢哋遇上呢個嘅困難嘅時候，佢哋兩個嘅表現都唔一樣㗎。
How is it that one does not know how to kneel down and pray?
點解其中一個佢唔曉得嚟去跪下嚟禱告嘅咧
？Because there's no connection between him and God.
因為佢同神之間冇呢種嘅聯繫㗎。
There is a sense of emptiness in him.
喺佢內心裏邊有呢種嘅虛空嘅呢種。
That's why sometimes when we analyze our own behavior.
所以有時候當我哋分析我哋自己嘅行為嘅時候
，we'll begin to understand how close we are to God.
咁我哋會發現我哋同神嘅關係係幾親密㗎。
Are we really close to Him?
我哋係咪與神真係咁親密咧？
Or we are far from Him?
或者我哋係與神有一個距離咧
I think in most cases when we know that we encounter problems that we cannot resolve, then we have to rely on Him.
我哋好常就係話，當我哋嚟去遇着問題嘅時候，我哋唔能夠嚟去解決，我哋就嚟去尋求神。
There's a deacon who said to me, he's not in this country.
有一個執事佢唔係呢個喺我哋本國嘅，佢有同我咁樣講。
Quite many years back.
已經係好多年前㗎啦。
He said to me, sometimes even when he prayed, he struggled.
佢話有時候甚至佢禱告嘅時候，佢都會有呢種嘅掙扎。
He said in his prayer, he really struggled.
佢話喺佢嘅禱告裏面佢係好掙扎㗎。
He said he cannot really direct his heart to God.
佢話佢唔能夠嚟去將佢嘅心嚟去歸向神。
When I heard this, I thought this is my experience as well.
當我聽到咁樣嘅話，我話呢個都係我自己嘅體驗。
I think this is a common experience. Is that not true?
我相信呢個就係一個好普遍嘅呢個。
Yes, we kneel down to pray.
我哋係跪下嚟禱告嘅。
Can we really direct our hearts to God?
但係我哋有冇將我哋嘅心嚟去歸向神呢
？It's a question for us to think about.
呢個係一個問題，我哋需要自己嚟去思考㗎。
If we can't really focus ourselves on God even in prayer, then it means that there must be something wrong somewhere in our religious life.
若果我哋唔能夠喺禱告之中嚟去專注喺神嘅，咁樣肯定喺我哋呢個信仰生活上出現咗呢個問題啦。
So we find that we can easily fall prey to idolatry. We can easily worship idols.
咁我哋話我哋好容易就嚟去拜呢啲嘅偶像。
We will use things of the world to fill our hearts, or we said to consume our time.
我哋會利用呢啲好多世界上呢啲嘅事物嚟去填滿我哋嘅時間㗎。
So if we are not satisfied, idols can easily enter into our hearts.
所以我哋感覺唔滿足嘅時候呢啲偶像就好容易進入我哋嘅心啦。
Okay, we look at another example.
咁我哋再睇另外一個例子。
Return to chapter 6.
我哋睇第6章嘅。
Return to chapter 6.
第6章。
We read from verse 10. Yeah?
我哋從第10節睇㗎。
Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 10.
申命記嘅第6章第10節。
So it shall be when the Lord your God brings you into the land of which he swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give you large and beautiful cities, which you did not build.
第10節，耶和華你的神令你種他向你列祖亞伯拉罕、以撒、雅各起誓應許給你的地，那裏有城邑，有大有美，非你所建造的。
Verse 11.
第11節
Houses full of all good things which you did not fill, hewn out wells which you did not dig, vineyards and olive trees which you did not plant, when you have eaten and are full.
第11節，有房屋裝滿各樣美物，非你所裝滿的；有着船的水井，非你所着船的；還有葡萄園、橄欖園，非你所栽種的。你吃了而且飽足。
It's like, even before they enter into the land, this is like a caution issued to them.
所以甚至喺佢哋未進入呢個迦南地之前，呢個已經係俾佢哋一個嘅嘅警告啦。
You find that these are the blessing that God, wanted to give to them.
你發覺呢啲就係神想嚟去賜俾佢哋嘅呢個福氣。
But God knows human weaknesses.
但係神係知道人嘅軟弱㗎。
That's why here he forewarns them.
所以喺呢度佢哋神預先嚟去警告佢哋。
We read verse 12. Yeah?
我哋睇12節。
Then beware lest you forget the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
12節，那時你要謹慎，免得你忘記將你從埃及地為奴之家領出來的耶和華。
Now verse 13.
13節。
You shall fear the Lord your God and serve him and shall take oath in his name.
13節，你要敬畏耶和華你的神，侍奉他，指着他的名起誓。
Verse 14.
14節。
You shall not go after other gods, the gods of the people who are all around you.
不可隨從別神，就是你們四圍國民的神。
Now here is like saying to them, when after you have gone into the land, the promised land, you find that God, would provide you with all these wonderful things.
呢度就係好似神同佢哋講話你進入咗呢個應許嘅地之後，神會為你去賜呢一切嘅俾你㗎。
But please don't forget God.
但係你千祈唔好嚟去忘記神。
He is the one who has brought you out of Egypt.
佢就係將你哋從埃及為奴之家領出嚟嘅。
So when you think about ourselves today.
所以當我哋嚟去今天當我哋嚟想下我哋自己嘅時候。
After we have come to believe in Jesus.
當我哋相信主耶穌之後。
I will say in most cases, if not all the cases, we find that we are blessed.
我哋
materially
我可以講話大多數嘅個案啦，唔係每一個個案啦。我哋大家都係蒙福嘅喺呢個物質上。
But actually, this is a very great challenge to our faith.
但其實呢個係對我哋嘅信仰嚟講係一個極大嘅挑戰嚟㗎。
Because we tend to forget about God in times of comfort.
因為我哋喺呢個舒適呢個嘅環境當中我哋好常會嚟去忘記神㗎。
It's like we will put God aside.
就好似我哋將神去擺喺一邊一樣。
You see, God has given us so much, therefore we enjoy life.
你感覺到神賜俾你一切呢啲好嘅，你就喺度嚟享受人生啦。
So according to Deuteronomy, this is a danger.
所以按照呢個申命記呢度所記載嘅呢個係其實係一個危險嚟㗎。
We can end up worshipping other gods.
我哋可能會嚟去敬拜呢啲嘅其他嘅神㗎。
We tend to be more relaxed. We drop our guards against the infiltration of idolatry.
咁我哋因為係享受呢個嘅舒適我哋就會被呢啲嘅偶像嚟吸引啦。
Sometimes that's why you find that our hearts are drawn away, by the allurement of the world. Yeah.
咁有時候我哋嘅心係俾呢啲嘅世界呢啲嘅事物嚟去牽引㗎。
I only came to know that there is such thing called 79 days cruise. 79 days.
79 days
79。
咁我聽過有呢個79天嘅呢個嘅即係遊船河嘅呢個嘅旅程。
How many of you have been on one before?
有
79 days.
有邊個坐過79天嘅呢個遊船河嘅
？79 days. It's not 2 weeks or 3 weeks. 79 days.
唔係一個星期兩個星期係79天。
I heard about this, from members. Yeah, they talk about this.
我係從一啲信徒嗰度聽翻嚟嘅。
Now you can imagine if let's say if we go on one of this.
咁我哋話就假設我哋去參加一個呢啲咁嘅旅遊。
So every day we enjoy eating, and what I don't know what.
咁每日我哋都喺度享受食享受玩樂。
What else do you do on a cruise?
咁你
cruise ship?
你喺遊輪上面你做咩咧？
No, we are not saying that you cannot go on this kind of thing.
我唔係話我哋唔可以嚟去參加呢啲咁嘅旅遊。
But how to draw a line is important.
但係我哋係喺邊度嚟去畫開呢個界線咧
The Bible has already forewarned us.
因為聖經已經預先嚟去警告我哋啦。
Because this thing can really take our heart, capture our hearts away.
因為呢啲咁嘅事情會嚟去勾引我哋嘅心㗎。
All right, we turn to chapter 8. Yeah?
咁我哋睇下第8章。
We read chapter 8.
咁我哋睇到第8章嘅。
Now we read verse 17.
咁我哋睇17節。
Then you say in your heart, my power and my might of my hands have gained me this wealth.
17節話，恐怕你心裏說，這貨財是我力量、我能力得來的。
Verse 18.
18節。
And you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant, which He swore to your fathers, as it is this day.
18節。你要紀念耶和華你的神，因為得貨財的力量是他給你的，為要堅定他向你列祖起誓所立的約，像今日一樣。
Verse 19, immediately God said to them, if you forget me, then what happened? I testify against you this day that you shall surely perish.
19節呢度，神就即刻同佢哋講啦，話你若忘記耶和華你的神，隨從別神，侍奉敬拜，你們必定滅亡。這是我今日警戒你們的。
Now, so wealth is given by God to us.
所以呢個資財係神所賜俾我哋噶。
But again, the wealth has this power to lure us away from God.
咁呢個資財亦都係會嚟去有呢種嘅力量嚟吸引勾引我哋噶。
We may think that we have gained so much wealth is by our own strength and not by the power of God.
我哋或者會想到我哋能夠得呢啲資財係因為我哋嘅力量，我哋嘅能力。
We might end up worshipping money, rather than God.
到最後我哋可能嚟去敬拜呢啲嘅錢財。
You find that in the book of Deuteronomy, we have already been warned about this already.
你發覺喺呢個申命記裏邊我哋已經被警戒啦。
So we must be very careful with ourselves.
所以我哋必須要謹慎我哋自己噶。
How to ensure that we will not be enticed by the things of the world.
我哋點樣能夠嚟去避免我哋被呢啲世上嘅事嚟去勾引呢？
We have been saying to some of the brothers and sisters.
我哋同一啲弟兄姊妹咁樣講。
When they first came over, they were very much restricted.
咁當佢哋起初嚟到英國嘅時候，佢哋係好有限噶。
So it's like they kept praying to God, ask God to help them, to make their life better.
咁佢哋時常嚟去向神禱告，求神嚟去讓佢嘅呢個生活變得更好噶。
You find that when God make their life better, then they stop coming to church.
咁你發覺到當佢哋嘅生活變得更好嘅時候，佢哋就停止嚟聚會啦。
They stop completely.
佢哋甚至完全停止嚟去聚會啦。
This show that man can easily forget about God.
呢個就係話俾我哋知，人係好容易嚟去忘記神噶。
That's why we need to tell ourselves, that we must not forget Him.
所以我哋必須要同我哋自己講，我哋必須唔可以去忘記神。
We turn to back to chapter 6.
我哋翻嚟第6章嘅。
Now verse 13.
第13節嗰度。
The last part is says shall take oath in His name.
呢度話我哋要向佢嘅名嚟起誓噶。
Now why did Moses say this to the people?
點解摩西要咁樣同啲選民咁樣講呢？
Meaning that in times of comfort, you must take worshiping God, worshiping the true God, very seriously.
就係話我哋喺呢個舒適嘅日子當中我哋要喺呢個敬拜神呢個事上係要好謹慎噶。
It's like God wanted them to swear. Now you take an oath in this.
就好似個神要佢哋嚟去起誓一樣。
So I'm going to give you all this.
我會將呢一切賜俾你。
But you must make sure that you will not forget about God.
你必須肯定你係唔會嚟去忘記神噶。
So this is that's why he said this is a very solemn thing.
所以呢個係一個好嚴肅嘅事情。
There one other reason why people would worship idols.
咁另外一個原因，佢哋點解會嚟去敬拜呢啲嘅偶像
？We turn back to chapter 6.
我哋翻嚟第6章嗰度。
We read verse 14.
我哋睇14節㗎。
You shall not go after other gods, the gods of the peoples who are all around you.
14節話：不可隨從別神，就是你們四圍國民的神。
Here it actually tells us that people around us can actually influence us.
呢度話俾你知，我哋周圍嘅人係會嚟去影響我哋㗎。
So obviously we said if we mix around with the right people, then our faith will be built up.
咁我哋時常話我哋同呢啲正確對嘅人嚟去交流嘅時候，我哋嘅信仰就能夠嚟去。
This is why we always warn our children: if you mix with this bad companies, what happens? Your faith will corrupt.
我哋時常咁樣同我哋嘅子女講話，如果你同呢啲壞嘅人做朋友，咁你個信仰就會敗壞啦。
I also believe that today we have friends outside the church.
咁我相信我哋大家喺教會以外都有呢個朋友㗎。
You know they can influence us.
我哋要謹慎，佢哋會影響我哋㗎。
We may not be influenced, negatively, immediately by them.
我哋可能唔會立刻俾佢哋會嚟去影響。
But if we always mix with them,
但係如果我哋時常同佢哋喺一起㗎
if we are not careful, then we find that gradually our faith will erode away.
如果我哋唔謹慎嘅、唔小心嘅時候，我哋嘅信仰會慢慢咁嚟去墮落下嚟啦。
And for that reason, God said to the chosen people, when you go into the land, you have to destroy all these people.
因為咁嘅緣故，所以神同佢嘅子民講話：當你進入呢個應許嘅地嘅時候，你要將呢啲嘅國民全然消滅㗎。
Basically, is saying that you must destroy all their influences.
就係話你去除滅佢哋一切呢啲能夠影響你嘅事物。
I think I've shown you this passage before, but never mind, we're going to read it again.
咁我好似同大家講過呢一節嘅經文，但係我大家再嚟睇多次。
We turn to Psalms 106.
我睇下呢個詩篇嘅106篇㗎。
Psalms 106.
詩篇106篇。
We read verse 34.
我睇34節㗎。
They did not destroy the peoples concerning whom the Lord had commanded them, but they mingled with the Gentiles and learned their works.
34節。他們不照耶和華所吩咐的滅絕外邦人，反與他們混雜相合，學習他們的行為。
When you read these two verses, it seems that the negative impact is not there.
咁你讀呢兩節經文嘅時候，你發覺呢啲負面嘅影響係冇喺呢度提到嘅。
We may say, what is wrong with mingling with them?
咁你會問我哋同佢哋混雜相合有咩問題呢？
I think when you read verse 35, the last part it said learn their works, meaning learn what they did.
咁你可以若果到35節下半段嘅時候，你睇到會學習佢哋嘅行為㗎。
Learn the way they live their life.
你學習佢哋啲生活嘅呢種嘅方式㗎。
Sometimes when we mingle with, let's say, Gentiles, yeah, for a long period of time.
有時候我哋同呢啲外邦嘅朋友嚟去一起一段長嘅時間。
You find that knowingly or unknowingly you pick up some habits, their habits.
咁你喺不知不覺之中，你會你去學習到一啲佢哋呢種嘅習慣㗎。
Even among ourselves, sometimes when we use certain phrases, yeah, so too often then we find that
有時候喺我哋之間，我哋用一啲嘅詞句啊。
After a while, you can hear that everyone start using the same phrase.
咁我哋過咗一段時間之後，大家都會嚟講呢一句詞句嘅。
Is that not true?
你話係咪事實咧
？So you find that they start learning their works here.
所以你發覺佢哋喺度學習佢哋嘅行為㗎。
Now verse 36.
咁36節話。
They served their idols, which became a snare to them.
侍奉佢哋嘅偶像嚟去成為佢哋嘅網羅㗎。
So end up sacrificing their sons and their daughters to demons.
跟住將佢哋嘅兒女嚟去祭祭俾呢個鬼魔㗎。
They shed the innocent blood and the blood of their sons and daughter.
佢哋流無辜人嘅血，就係佢哋自己兒女嘅血。
Sacrifice them to idols of Canaan.
把他們祭祭迦南嘅偶像。
And so the land was polluted with blood.
所以那地就被血污穢了。
No wonder God wanted to destroy them altogether.
所以因為咁樣，神就嚟去將佢哋全然消滅啦。
So you can see the influence from others. Yeah.
所以你可以睇到我哋可以被別人嚟去影響嘅。
That's why we always say, we need to have good company.
所以我哋時常話，我哋需要有好嘅同伴㗎。
This is what Paul said to Timothy.
呢個就係保羅向提摩太所講嘅。
You need to look for company who is God-fearing, always draw close to God and to pray to God.
你要去尋找呢啲時常敬畏神嚟去禱告同埋有好行為嘅同伴㗎。
Only then in this way then we can avoid worshipping idols. We stop ourselves, prevent ourselves from worshipping idols.
只有咁樣，我哋先至能夠嚟去妨礙我哋，避免我哋嚟去敬拜呢啲嘅偶像嘅。
So you find that the word of the scriptures is very true.
所以你發覺聖經裏邊嘅話語係好真實㗎。
So we must not be influenced by our Gentile friends.
所以我哋必須唔好俾我哋呢啲外邦嘅朋友嚟去影響我哋。
We must stand firm.
我哋必須嚟去站穩㗎。
In this way we can truly worship the one true God.
如果我哋能夠咁樣做到嘅話，我哋就能夠嚟去敬拜我哋呢個獨一嘅神。
So may God help us.
願神嚟祝福我哋。
We pray together.
我哋一起嚟作禱告。